Hello and welcome to a Jade Empire Special Edition. I did some videos some time ago of this game and I ended up deleting them again because I wasn't overly happy about it. But I'm going to try and do this again. So, before we start, what is a Jade Empire? Jade Empire at the time was probably one of the most hyped games. It is a RPG slash action slash adventure. You could probably just call it an RPG, but it's much more action oriented than regular RPGs at the time. And as I said, it was extremely hyped. I don't know whether it lived up to its hype. That is not for me to say. I completed it shortly after buying it, which was quite a while ago. So I've probably forgotten 90% of it. But the story will become quite obvious as we progress. But I'm just going to go through the individual settings before doing anything else. Audio settings, music at 0% because the soundtrack has been released on CD if I'm not mistaken, so that's going to cause a lot of flagging on YouTube, and to be honest I can't be bothered with it. So video settings, I'm just running in 1280 by 720. There's no reason to run it higher. It's just increasing video size for no gain, because the game wasn't made at a time where the much higher resolutions were common, so all of the whistles and bells are on. So, and difficulty master, which is normal, I would argue. Well, it is normal. You have Grandmaster, you have Jade Master, which can only be unlocked once you complete the game. Your student. So it is normal. Which suits me fine. Feedback. We don't use a controller. Well, I do use a controller, it's called a keyboard. Subtitles on. And gore. It's not super gory as such, so. Control. Hurry. And game credits. Which I'm not going to show now. Anyway. We will be doing a new game. And first and foremost you need to select a character, which is common for this kind of game. This young lady and, if I'm not mistaken, this gentleman, I got the box nearby, but yeah, those two. I just checked the box. Ha! It became more or less the icons of this game. And of course the bad guy, one of the bad guys. But you will get to see him later. In any case, I'm talking myself away from what I was going to say. You have different character types. You have, as you will see, magic, fast, strong. Strong characters are slow but hard hitting, as you probably imagined. Fast characters are fast but not so hard hitting, and then balanced is a mixture of the two. Or happy in between if you want. You have different starting styles, which 1000 cuts. Thousand Cuts is aptly named, so the style does not involve blades. A master of this style relies on numerous light strikes in quick succession instead of singular punishing blows and or thunderous kicks. Most opponents view under such a relentless assault unable to counter fast enough to find an opening for their own attacks. Then for the strong style you have White Demon. This style, many martial styles, many martial artists criticize the White Demon style for being slow and ponderous, but in the hands of a true master it can be one of the deadliest martial styles of all. While it lacks the crowd-pleasing panache of faster styles, White Demon's sheer power and intimidating techniques plow through opponents like an ogre in a tea house. And Balance style, a legendary strike. Many in the Jade Empire have heard of Legendary Strike, but few have actually seen it in action. Few still have mastered this martial style, but those who have are to be feared. Their blows rain down too fast to block, and their kicks can quickly put an opponent out for good. And then of course you got support style, Heavenly Wave. Does direct damage in Chi-Strike mode. The style's power attacks can initiate a harmonic combo that produces a health power-up. Fighters skilled in Heavenly Wave learn techniques that can slow their opponent to a crawl, while the support style does no damage even on its own. A master can manipulate the chi in the area around the opponent, rendering them sluggish and easily defeated. Even the most lightning fast of foes can be slowed to a turtle's pace with the skillful application of Heavenly Wave. That is the support style every character, no matter what you decide on, will start with. Of course you also have a magic style, a magic type character. Leaping Tiger. With the vigor and speed of the animal for which this martial style was named, Leaping Tiger dazzles onlookers even as it carves up opponents. Practitioners of this martial style focus so completely on the strength and quickness of the tiger that razor-sharp claws seem to spout from their fists. The style's quick leaping techniques and punishing strikes create a flurry of death that can keep even armed opponents at bay. So, we also have the ability to do a custom character, but we have to choose a base character first to do such a thing. As far as a memory serves me, when I bought the game and played through it, I got quite fine through the game and then suddenly ran into a block. And if memory serves me right, having a magic oriented character is quite beneficial, because this game is definitely rock scissors paper. One counters one, counters another, and it's sometimes feels a bit too set in stone that one is inherently stronger than the other. But that is the way it is. And I'm fairly sure that magic is a huge part of the strength later on in the game. I don't want to spoil anything, but which character would I prefer to use as a template? I think this character. So, come on. Your body score represents your physical hardiness and ability to withstand damage. Health measures your physical endurance. When health reaches 0, you die. You can regain health by using Chi heal, picking up red power-ups during battles, or meditating at a spirit fund at spirit funds. Come on, spirit. Your spirit score represents your inner strength and magical power. Chi measures your spiritual energy. You use Chi to recover health through Chi heal, enhance your attacks, fuel magic styles, and power transformation styles. You can regain Chi by picking up a blue Chi power-ups during battle, meditating on spirit funds, or using the spirit thief style to steal it from enemies. Mind. Your mind score represents your concentration and tactical awareness in combat. Focus measures your ability to concentrate intently in battle. You use focus when you wield weapons, or enter focus mode to slow your enemies. You can recover focus by picking up yellow focus power-ups during battle, or by meditating at focus shrines. This is important to bear in mind. Basically, body is for martial styles, spirit is for magic styles or support styles, and mind is for weapon styles. So whichever of these three is your highest is more or less defining what you want to do. So, but of course these comes with subsets, because body and spirit, spirit and mind, and body and mind also translate into interactive skills, conversation skills. So intimidate, charm, and intuition is derived from a combination of these stats, which will become apparent in a bit. Let us go for a bit higher spirit to start with, and then body and mind. So the style here will define what type of character we have. Everyone has a heavenly wave, as I said. Not well. When you pick, we try again. It has already been selected, so we need to select a second style. What we want is Leaping Tiger, which is the one selected for magic focused characters. While it is a magic focused as such, the game relies on all three aspects, because you will find foes that are immune to one thing or another, or multiple things, so you will have to rely on martial arts sometimes, and you will have to rely on magic sometimes, and then you'll have to rely on weapons sometimes. So fully neglecting one aspect of the game is absolutely pointless. But let us go for Leaping Tiger. Okay. And we now need to name our character. And I have a decent name, I think. That seems like a half decent name, so I will call this the intro video, and in the next video we'll get into the game itself. Something I should probably relate is the fact that this game is extremely dialogue heavy at quite a few points in the game, and I will go through as much dialogue as I can, because this game rewards exploration, it rewards taking time to go the extra mile, and may as well draw as much benefit out of the game as I can. From a power perspective and from a story related perspective. So expect an awful lot of NPC chat. So you can always skip ahead if it bores you, but I find it's integral to the story because you learn a lot about the different characters. In any case, I shall click it done in a second, but first I will cut this off and call it the intro video.